regarding that. So this is the outline. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about AI and LLM, and then focus on the drug discovery, and then some focus about it. So, but usually I ask the following questions about have you thought about these questions? How many pages are there in 1 GB file? It's a text file. It's not an image, it's not video. The reason I ask this question because I would like you to visualize the data. I'm going to use Eiffel Tower as a measurement. So if I print it out, 1 GB, that's going to, and stack these papers together, we will end up to have 2 to 3 times the length of Eiffel Tower. This is only 1 GB. We are talking about 100 gig, 1 terabyte. Imagine the amount of data we are talking about in our era. And then also about the LLMs, these are the most popular LLMs out there. The large language models. There's a Copilot, OpenAI, Gemini, and then Llama. Researchers should also be aware of that, and I'm sure most of you are aware about that kind of technology nowadays. And just this month, they did this test to compare the current LLMs with the human capability. So if you look at the human experts that we have from Gemini, and we have from OpenAI, they start to exceed an expert. So if someone has a PhD in pharmaceutical, they assume that one mini or is more experienced than this person. And to compare that as well in terms of the capability of the LLM. This is just for your information about the capability of these models. Now, as a researcher, how can we utilize that for our own benefits? Let me start. 25 years ago, when I did my master in Western Syria, I used this model, and that is just a classification to distinguish few things, and here this model, this AI, distinguish few diagrams from the training. Now that I did my master, and few colleagues did their masters based on this model, the AI. Nowadays, 10 years old can do it. So let's see how nowadays how does these models work. On purpose, I'm going to show you the math behind it, just to understand, then we move to the AI. So what does it mean by GPT? GPT is a generative AI, pre-trained, which means we use data to train these models, and then transformer, it's transforming the knowledge from text and based on what we call a neural network and links. And based on these 3D connections between neural network, each word, each token creating a vector of vectors in mathematics, the vectors, multiply, to create a word which links with others. And then they can generate voice, image, text. In the next slide, I'm going to show you more examples about it, because I'm sure you use that text to image with done. But now I need your attention about how the LLM or AI works. Let's first talk about
tokens.
Token is a part of a sentence or it's a part of an image. We create a token as a vector or as a part of an image or a part of a voice. And each token will be created as a vector. It's a set of numbers, and this numbers has a value and a direction in the domain. And creating the links between these, as every single word will have a vector. The links between the vectors, to create one sentence, it has a mathematical relation to create a meaningful sentence. So for example, the word model. It could be a fashion model, it could be a machine learning model. It's the same word, but it's in 2 different vectors. So for that reason, when we create these kind of words, we have to make sure the meaning of these in this particular sentence. Now, how does that work? It works when we start to ask questions to the LLM model, for example, called prompt engineering. Then that stimulates the LLM by creating a set of words. And these words, it will be, is that English? For example, they have to distinguish these kind of words. And go through these neural networks and to create a list of probable next words. And that is based on the probability model. Now the question is, how they can generate that based on the previous words? So generating text, as a human, I have asked this question many times to the doctor, how as a human you generate text? Is it based on the probability model? Now if you look at this sentence, what is the most probable word? It could be that, 80%, 8%, or probably John said. So the model will create a list of probable model based on the probability system. And then, for example, here, to date, the cleverest thinker of all time was undoubtedly, we will have Einstein. And then for that, and then start to generate text one by one. This is important that all of us understand the model, LLM models, how it works. And also we have to understand ourselves as a human. Do we work like that? Are we creating the words based on a probability model? I don't know the answer, but I know the answer for that AI. Now, that's what we call the transformer. Transforming the text to the current text to make sure that the probable next word has a meaning. 10 years ago, that wasn't that efficient. After training of multiple data, they have created that kind of model. So we are using that based on that theory of probability theory. It's important to understand as a human how does that work in order to work with that kind of technology, AI. Now, I tried to show you how it works, but now let me show you what kind of skills as a researcher we need in order to work with LLMs. I'm preparing this list. That's all of us. I'm not saying only engineering or computer science. All of us, people who work in the medical area, pharmaceutical, even management, they should learn how to deal with the data engineering. And I will share with you some courses, free courses. I will share that with the organizer. Please ask for it. That's for you to be available so you can work confidently with the AI. If we need to go in depth, these skills, it has to do people who would like to develop this kind of technology in terms of deep learning, in terms of working in depth of probability models, sorry, AI. Now let me show you, this diagram shows you that the first quarter, as all of us should learn, especially the prompt engineering, we need to learn how to communicate with the AI. The second one is how can we develop our own code to access the OpenAI. So send information, send our data to the OpenAI, to the Hugging Face to get the best result from train our own models. And then developing our own application in the third one, and the last one, the fourth one, that's the top kind of level to develop our own private, customized AI called Frank. Now, these are the courses I'm trying to promote to all of the community. Is to learn about prompt engineering, learn about how to work with the Hugging Face, deep learn with Python. I can show you the list as well. Statistics, Whatever we learn in the statistics is good, but there are many new concepts in the statistics we should learn in order to work confidently with AI. So I'm sharing this list. I can share it with the organizer so you can have them. Please feel free to go through these online free courses to, especially if you are undergraduate, graduate student or postgraduate student. Now, let's move to the AI in pharmaceuticals. That's the first top level kind of tools. These tools, they've been developed, they're called Pandas Atomic. They developed, the drug discovery takes could be 3-4 years. This one takes 18 months to develop utilizing the AI because there are 5 million data samples already trained and they're really to recommend that the colleges, pharmaceutical colleges utilize that because it also connects between the genes and the diseases. And you know better than me. So what my advice that you will be in a level to work with that kind of technology, but you need to be satisfied with the courses I already shared so you can learn and contribute to this kind of research through these kind of tools. That is one of the most popular tools currently in the pharmaceutical area where they help with the drug discovery. Now, the other tool is the idea. These tools, the alpha tool, is another tool which you create predict the 3D structure of the protein as well. I'm sure some of you are aware of that. I really recommend that to be used in the postgraduate teaching, and we can discuss that after the lecture about how can we bring that here and take it further. So that's the AlphaFold. So that's a sample of some of the protein they help and how you can utilize the AI system to develop in a Google DeepMind tools to help to develop the protein and the drug discovery as well. And the good thing about that, it's an open source. So, and that's what my recommendation. Don't start with the paid. Start with the open source. Because that's help your student, yourself as an academic, to learn more and do mistakes in the open source. And it has to be a teamwork. Please don't focus on the individual work because it's not going to help the organization. That's another open source tool called Deep Purpose. It helps to develop the protein model. And you have several lines of code already being developed, so you don't need to reinvent the wheel. Other people, they developed it, all what we need. If I were you, I will ask my students, researchers, MSc or teachers as a part of the module I'm delivering to help my students to learn more about it. Probably there will be obstacles, so some of them pharmaceutical researchers, they don't
side effect.
deal with the Python code. That's my advice for the 3 courses which I recommended at the beginning. It helps you to develop that. That's in Cambridge. They have a set of software tools. It helps you. I can share it with you. When we have a discussion, we have some. I can link you with the people over there. They develop it, but it's available. Feel free to access them and to learn on them. So that's how they call it, the Cambridge Crystal Structure (CSD). It's available. It's a Cambridge structural database about the. There is a DeepChem. That's the most popular kind of open source software in the area and developed by Google, and it's about the chemistry. As I mentioned, because you are not computer science, you think you can't do the work. No, I'm telling you, no, you are not. You are able to do it because now the programming, it's easy to deal with it. The hard part, it's the problem. So you should know the problem and you should would like to solve it. these are tools to help you to solve these problems. In ChatGPT, they also developed something called the pharmaceutical Pro, and this is the link. You can do the clinical trial through that. I developed that. These are probably the deans can help be happy about. This is a tool I work with my colleagues in Cambridge. It creates a set of MCQ questions for medical college and pharmaceutical college. The academic can set up, and it's based on the British MCQ standard questions. Feel free to use it, it's free, and I'm happy to share it with you. And please give me feedback if there's something goes wrong, because I'm developing that myself. These are the pharmaceutical software from Cambridge. Feel free to access them, and if you need any help, let me know. Some of them are paid, some of them are free, but this is a very good start, because this is an accumulated knowledge for many years in one place for you, and I think you're gonna love it. In Cambridge, we have many research in AI. So, for example, Cambridge just launched technology and humanity. So, if you think you are working with pharmaceutical and you can't do the work, no. People in humanities in Cambridge, they work in AI. So, no excuse for people like you. And these are some news about achievement in Cambridge. We have two people who has a Nobel Prize in chemistry because they use AI in 2024. You heard about that. And many achievements, but here we have AI output clinical tests in predicting Alzheimer's diseases as well. So there are plenty of form of work and opportunities for you to approach yourself through AI. Now I would like to. Can you click on the video, please? This is a course I developed in Cambridge. It's about data science and it's about postgraduate. And this is what we call career development. And I work with my colleagues to develop this course. People from the industry to come for 6 months to work with us online, fully online. They can develop their skills. But the video is. Can you click on the video, please? And then when we developed that course, we had many courses as well. So keep it down. That's fine. There is another course I would like to show you. That's a mini master in health tech as well. All these people working in this course to develop people who has data in health data, and they would like to learn how to deal with this data in terms of the AI. That's a mini course in Cambridge. Happy to share it with you if you'd like to be in that channel, or we can talk about future development courses here at the university in this area. So as a takeaway from my side, we are the good people. We should be part of the decision. So don't leave the AI to the bad people. Otherwise, we will have a bad AI. And as an AI, it is an artificial intelligence, but it has to be used to enhance human potential and human purpose. Thank you very much.